Hello everybody, this is your storyteller Anjali, and in today's video I'm going to talk about the easiest way to learn vocabulary. Nowadays we are facing so much problem. We are not capable, whenever we learn vocabulary, we are not capable to use those vocabularies in our day-to-day life. So in this way, in this video, I'm going to tell two easiest methods if you are going to learn vocabulary. According to these methods, it would become so easy for you to learn vocabulary, and at the same time, you would be capable to use vocabulary at the same time. Whenever you feel like this is the right time to use, this is the right time to just use some fancy words, you would be capable to use it. So without any further ado, let's get into this video. So here I just want to share one of my story with you all. Back then, few months back, one day I was watching Mahabharata. I was watching, and after watching one episode of Mahabharata, I was thinking whatever I have watched in that Mahabharata, I am going to speak the whole thing in English. So I started speaking. So the story was, have you heard about Jayadratha, Bhisam Pitama? So I was talking about Bhisam Pitama because his father, he was not happy because his second wife, he was not ready to live along with him because of Jayadratha. He was saying that because your son is going to become the king, and what about my son? So that's why Jayadratha, Bhisam Pitama, he took pledge that he is not going to get married, and he is also going to observe celibacy. Along with that, he also said that he is going to take care of that throne not as a king but as a servant. After this thing, I spoke. But here there was one thing that I stopped myself. That thing was, I was incapable to convert the simple thing. That was, unhone pratigya li. And I was just like, unhone pratigya li, how to convert it, how to get it, how to speak it in English. And after thinking about so much, I was incapable to get the correct meaning. But suddenly I got the idea. It would be better for me, instead of thinking what does it mean, I'm going to search on Google. And I did the same thing. I searched on Google, unhone pratigya li, converted this into English. And within few seconds, Google gave me the answer. The answer was, he took pledge. In our school days, we used to take pledge. So I was totally forget. Pratigya means pledge. Though I know, but at that time I was unable to get that particular vocabulary. So as I searched and I got the clarity, and this thing happened maybe 5 months back. This thing happened, and right now I didn't forget this incident, and I also didn't forget this vocabulary. That vocabulary, that is pratigya, means pledge. I didn't forget it. Why? Because there are two things that happened. First day, I made a story over it because I was talking about something, but after putting that much efforts, I was incapable to get the perfect pair. And when you are suffering from something, for example, when you are unable to get the correct vocabulary, you have some stories in your mind because your mind is capturing things. And after doing that much efforts, your mind is not able to gather it. Then you search it, and your mind get the idea that, oh, this is going to be the correct one. And you will never forget because you have a story over that topic. And the same thing happened with me. And right now, and I don't think so, this pledge I'm going to forget forever. I'm not going to forget. And the second way, usually what we do, the way we learn vocabulary is not the correct way to learn vocabulary. For example, what we do, we take 20 vocabularies. Okay, these are 20 vocabularies, and we learn it as it is. For example, sunna, listening, bolna, speaking, pledge, pratigya. We learn vocabulary as it is. And when we learn, we are unable to use it, because here, if you are learning vocabulary, you should make sure that you are framing sentences along with when you are learning vocabularies. Make sentences. It is going to be a very easiest way. For example, pledge, as we just take the word of pledge. Unhone pratigya li, he took pledge. Wo pratigya lenge, he will take pledge. Start making sentences, because when you start making sentences, it will also help you to speak more. It will also make you to do practice. And when we just make sentences, so it will also help us to use in our day-to-day life. And once we start using those words in our day-to-day life, it would become so easier for us to just use it in day-to-day life. Okay, so do not learn vocabulary as it is. Do not learn vocabulary just listening means sunna. ऐसा मत. Please, if you are listening, if you are learning some vocabularies, start framing sentences on behalf of that, with the help of that vocabulary. Do this thing. And here I am going to tell you one more thing. One thing that you need to do, start sharing your experiences, maybe your past experiences and whatever you watch. Just maybe today you are going to watch a movie, and after watching that movie, do one thing. Start speaking. Not to think like that, yeah, here I'm not telling that watch that movie and start learning that she is speaking this, she is speaking that. No, just watch that movie as it is without forcing your mind. Just when you watch something in Hindi, without any kind of stress. The same thing you need to do. Just learn it without any kind of stress. But after watching that movie, you know the story, what happened with that story. Start expressing. Bas, whenever you stop yourself, because you are going to stop at some certain point. When you stop yourself, when you are unable to get the word, when you are unable to get the proper sentence, just go take the help of Google. Take the help that I am unable to just speak on Google with your mother tongue, and Google within few seconds, Google will give you the answer. Simple. This is the right way. Because whatever, and here is one trick, here is also one thing, that whenever you share your experience to yourself, you would preparing, because nowadays what happens, people usually tell me about your experiences, tell me about your life. So when we practice that much, when we get so many vocabularies related to our experiences, we won't find that much difficulties to share our stuff to people. We are capable to share it because we have already practiced it, and once we are going to share with people, we are not going to find that much difficulties because earlier you have practiced so many times, and whenever you stopped yourself, you just do the same thing. Whenever you just go to Google and get the answer. Simple. Do not stop yourself. When you are practicing with yourself and you are thinking, oh my god, I stopped here, it would be better for me to practice next day. No, why are you doing this? Whenever, just make sure that I stopped here now, better for me to search on Google and get the answer. Simple. Very easiest way to learn vocabulary. Start doing this. If you want to see benefit, if you want to see huge benefit and want to get great fluency, start doing this technique. Start using this fastest way of learning vocabulary, because here you have some emotion along with that vocabulary. And once you start learning vocabulary in that way, first you polish your vocabulary. That is also going to shine. When you speak in front of people, they will find your word fascinating, they will find your word fancy. So it is going to be a very good thing for you. So do it right now. Why are you thinking of? Start sharing your experiences. Start learning from your experiences. Whenever you stopped yourself, start find the answer with the help of Google. Simple. So this is it for today. I hope you really like this technique. If you did, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel, and also make sure that you are going to improve. Make sure that you are going to do practice each and every day. Okay, so this is it for today. I'll see you soon in the next video. Radhe Radhe. Radhe Radhe to you all. Bye.